Welcome back to another stretching video. Today we're going to do a lower body routine, and we're going to start in a seated position with our legs out in front of us. So once you're on the floor and you're nice and comfortable, make sure you have enough room to put your legs out in front of you, and try not to bend your knees, keeping them nice and straight as you bend forward. If you want, place your hands on your knees to make sure you don't bend them. But if you need a little support for your lower back to push yourself in the stretch, feel free to place your hands behind you like I am now. To bring in the calves in the stretch, point your toes towards you and you're going to feel a pull on the bottom of your heel towards the back of your knee. Take a few more breaths in this position, leaning forward as much as you can. Now we're going to focus on one leg at a time. So you're going to bend one knee, placing your foot on the inside of the leg and letting your knee fall out to the side. Make sure you're not twisting your body and you're just leaning forward into the stretch. By doing so, both shoulders will fall down evenly and your hands should fall down evenly as well. Take a few breaths in this position, making sure you don't bend your knee. And again, if you want to bring in your calves, point the toes towards you. And gently move into the other side, making sure you don't bend your knee on the other leg, pointing the toes towards you, bending forward to feel the ultimate stretch. So again, try not to twist. Make sure both shoulders fall down in front of you for this other leg. Your hands should be even, and make sure your knee is not bent. Take a few deep breaths in this stretch. Now we're going to gently move into the next position, which is a butterfly pose. You're going to bring both feet together, joining the palms of the feet, letting the knees fall out to the sides, and giving your legs a gentle pull inwards to feel the stretch. To start, give yourself a little pull, keep the chest upright, and bend forward. Now, if you want to bring in your back a little bit, feel free to tuck in your chin into your chest and round out your spine. And if possible, reach forward with both hands like I am. If you can't do this with your hands, just place your hands on your feet, pulling your feet inwards, feeling a pull in your hips, and keeping your spine rounded. Slowly move out of the stretch, straighten one leg, and pull one knee into your chest to open up your glute. You can hug your leg as much as you'd like, round out your spine as much as you'd like. As long as you pull your knee into your body, you're going to feel the glute stretch. Take a few breaths here, really feeling that pull. If you're curled inwards, start to come back up, pulling the knee into your chest, taking a few breaths here. to slowly release and move on to the other side. But take your time, take your breaths, untwist, bring your foot over the other leg, switching sides, opening up the other glute. So pull the knee into your body. Once you're here, feel free to round out your spine as much as you'd like, tucking your chin into your chest, either hugging the knee into your body or giving it a pull with your hands. Stay in this position for a little while, again taking a few breaths. If you find yourself in a rounded position, slowly start to come back up, keeping the chest up, pulling the knee into your body, taking a few breaths before we move on. For the next position, you're going to make your way down into a laying position with your back flat on the floor. So slowly move until you have enough room for your back to be flat. And for the first position, you're going to stick one leg out flat on the ground and hold one knee into your chest. Keep your head down on the floor and just pull your knee in as much as you can, holding the position for a couple breaths. You're going to slowly release the knee, fully extend that leg, and we're going to switch sides. Elevate the knee and slowly bring it into your chest, keeping the head down, just focusing on bringing it in as much as you can. Feel free to close your eyes as you take your deep breaths again. Now you're going to place just one hand on the knee, keeping it up. And with the other hand, you're going to grab the other knee and pull it into your body. So gently bring that other knee up, pulling them both into your body. And it's up to you if you want to interlock your fingers or not. As long as it's comfortable and you're pulling them in, keeping the head down, breathing in this position. You're going to slowly release the knees and place the feet as close as you can to your butt on the floor and your hands behind your head. Keeping the knees together, you're going to let them fall to one side, keeping the hands and elbows down on the floor, feeling a gentle twist in your lower back. So only go as far as your body can let you, keeping those elbows flat on the ground, feeling a pull in your lower back. Breathe in this position. Take your final deep breath. And when you're ready, you're going to bring those knees back up and then over towards the other side, feeling a pull in your lower back again. Try to keep those elbows down on the floor and only go as far as you can, feeling that pull in your lower back. Take your final deep breath here, inhaling with your nose and exhaling with your mouth. Slowly bring those knees back up. And for the next position, we're going to be on our knees. But I encourage you to take your time and slowly move, pushing yourself back up. Once you're back up, make your way onto your knees, placing them right next to each other, sitting on your feet. And from here, you're going to walk yourself back, opening up your quads. See how far you can go, but make sure your knees don't come off the floor and you're really focused on the top of your legs, pulling back. When you're in this position, feel free to stretch your neck, bringing your ear to each shoulder, and really moving slowly and gently while breathing and keeping your knees down. Gently push yourself back up. You're going to come up onto your knees. Step 1 foot forward in front of you and try to keep your knees at 90 degrees, the one on the floor and the one that's up, in a really boxy position. From here, place your hands on your hips and push them forward as you lean your body back. It may help to lean the head back to help, but it's not necessary to feel the stretch in your hips. Now, you're going to gently come back up, bring your foot in a little bit, and now you're going to focus on the calf. So as you lean forward, your foot stays flat on the ground, and this time you're focused on seeing how far you can bring that knee forward, leaning the body forward. Hold this momentarily, keeping the foot flat and not pushing too hard. You're going to come back up, step the foot back, and switch sides, bringing the other foot up, keeping the knees bent at 90 degrees to start, hands in the hips, pushing them forward as you lean your body back. Like I said, if you want to bring your head back, feel free. It may help deepen the stretch, but it is not necessary. Take your final deep breath here, inhaling with your nose and exhaling with your mouth, bringing your body back into your neutral pose. And your foot comes in, foot stays flat, leaning forward with the body to focus on your calf and your heel. Make sure you're not pushing too hard, and breathe in this position. Take your final deep breath. And move back out of the stretch. Feel free to take a seat and ground yourself here, but this is the end of our routine today. Thank you so much for following along, and I'll see you again next week.